welcome back to Cooking on a Budget. Today we will be making a vegetable and cashew stir fry with basmati rice. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing that correctly. Let's dive on in. What you will need is a red bell pepper, broccoli, sugar snap peas, basmati rice, coconut oil, cornstarch, cashews roasted and unsalted, soy sauce, minced garlic, ground ginger, salt, and crushed red pepper flakes. First, we will start off with the rice. You will need a half a cup of rice for this, which serves 2 people. Here's my half cup. I know you can't see it, but trust me, it's a half a cup. We also need the rice. Now, while I struggle to open the box, here is an interesting fact about basmati rice. It hails from the foothills of the Himalayas in northern India and Pakistan. There are some varieties grown in the US, but they aren't quite as good as the imported. This is a long grain variety of rice commonly used in Indian, Middle Eastern, and Persian cooking. Get that half a cup of rice into my rice cooker. I'm using my rice cooker because it's easier, but if you don't have one, just put the water into a pot, boil it, put the rice in, turn the heat down, and cook it for 15 to 18 minutes. Next, we wash the rice. I'm not sure why we wash the rice, I just know we do. Sometimes I don't do this step, but I figured we should do it for the video if we want to do this correctly. Watch me struggle to figure out how to best drain this rice. There we go. I washed it 3 times, but you're supposed to wash the rice until the water runs clear. So, oops. Now we add 3/4 cup of water to the rice. I'm adding it around the sides so the rice on the sides will go down into the water as well. Put it in the rice cooker, push down for cook, and wait till it pops up when it's done, or however your rice cooker works. It's very easy and I'm able to forget about it while I prep and cook my vegetables. Following that, we prep the vegetables, starting with the red bell pepper. I've never cut a red bell pepper before, so if I'm not doing it correctly, sorry, not sorry. This is the point where I found out I have a really dull knife, so that's fun. Once I cut the center out, I wanted to get rid of the whiter middle part and wash the seeds off. Then chopped the red bell pepper into little square-like pieces. Red bell peppers are actually fruits because they are produced from flowering plants and contain seeds, but most people think of them as vegetables, like me. Red bell peppers are sweeter than green ones because bell peppers sweeten as they ripen. Red bell peppers have more than twice the vitamin C of a green pepper. And there you have it, the chopped up red bell peppers. The sugar snap peas are what I cut up next. They're already washed and ready to go, so I didn't have to wash them. Cutting them in half works perfectly for the stir fry, nothing more is needed. I added the sugar snap peas into the same bowl as the red bell peppers since they are all going into the same pan. The broccoli was after that. I didn't buy a whole head of broccoli, even though that's what it's called for, because I thought it would be easier just to have already cut up broccoli. Yes, it says broccoli woccoli. Once all the vegetables are cut up and prepped, I mixed the soy sauce, which was 2 tablespoons, and the cornstarch, which was 1 teaspoon. I only had a half a teaspoon, so that's why I put 2 in there to make a whole teaspoon. The cornstarch is to help thicken the soy sauce. Now we get to cooking. The recipe called for virgin coconut oil, but it was a huge jar for such a small amount, so I bought cooking spray instead and just added a thick layer of it. Then you want to add the garlic and ginger. Again, the recipe called for 1 clove of garlic and 1 inch of ginger grated, but it was easier to add minced garlic and ground ginger. A half a teaspoon of minced garlic equals 1 clove, and a fourth a teaspoon of ground ginger equals to a piece of ginger. So that was my basis for the measurements of that. Ignore my dog. You want to mix around the ginger and garlic until you start to smell the flavors. Then you add your vegetables. Looking at the broccoli out of the bag, I should have cut up into pieces a little smaller chunks, but oh well. The recipe calls to cook the vegetables for 4 to 5 minutes, but I did it longer since my broccoli was so big. I also covered the pan sometimes, that way the heat would steam the broccoli to cook all the way through. I bought fresh broccoli, not frozen broccoli. Now we add the soy sauce mixture. You want to coat the entirety of the vegetables, so spread it around a bit. And don't forget the cashews, otherwise it would just be a vegetable stir fry and not a vegetable and cashew stir fry. Cashews are actually kidney-shaped seeds that adhere to the bottom of the cashew apple, the fruit of the cashew tree, which is native to coastal areas of northeastern Brazil. Mix it around to coat everything in the soy sauce mixture until you feel it's all done. And there you have it. Vegetable and cashew stir fry with basmati rice. It's really hot right now, so we're gonna let this cool down first before I eat any of it. Oh, who am I kidding? Now, this wasn't one of my favorites, so that's why I have such a short response to it. Get a little bit of everything in there. That's pretty good. You can see it in my face. I didn't like it that much. Try a snap pea. I love snap peas. Let me know if you like this meal. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever, etc., etc. And see you in my next video. Because here we will be, I'm not really sure what we'll be doing. Making it easy. Making it fun, but don't forget to make it your own.